First up, shout out to Joel Taylor.
Yes,
Absolute
legend.
fucking legend. Just won the world title at the Para ISA World Games, is it?
Yep, over in America.
Yeah. Awesome effort. Obviously broke his back. What was it? 2001. So what's that? 22 years ago. And then wheelchair ever since, but slowly rehabbed. Decided about a year ago, I'm going to get back in the water. That is a long time out of the water. And then instantly you could just see that old Ranky style, hey, like drawing the sickest clean lines, even doing little airs. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how he someone DM'd us actually and said that he's better than you.
Yeah, no doubt. 100%.
I had a good laugh.
Yeah. 100%.
No, I think
He's doing like inverts and rolls and everything, eh? So good.
Oh, I should have reposted that. That was hilarious. But Joel, man, fucking what an inspiration, eh?
Man, crazy. What a, like, for those that aren't aware of his story, where did he break his back? Because there'd be a lot of listeners that wouldn't know too much about Joel.
Yeah, he pipeline on a pretty solid inside one. Like every wave out there is heavy at pipe, but some double up and some hit that inside reef. And he just took off, pulled in under the pier and got shocky blasted, but he kind of got thrown feet first. And you kind of, when you get chucked like that, it's going so fast, you can't really move or anything. I guess all you could do would be to tuck your knee to your chest, but even then, you could still, if you land on your tailbone or whatever, it was just, one of them freak accidents. And it just instantly paralyzed him from the waist down.
Yeah.
And I was on the beach filming, and you seen him pop up, and he was just keeping his head above water, but you could tell he was in real trouble. And then there was like pipes got lifeguards everywhere and people watching. And I think it was actually around the time they were filming for Blue Crush, that Hollywood movie. And they, so there was extra lifeguards around and more eyes on the water and everything. And a bunch of people ran down, helped him sort of out of the water and then put him on a stretcher. And then he got chucked in a helicopter just from Pipe Park there straight to the hospital. It was so gnarly.
Yeah. Do you remember that day real clearly? Like, what did you do? And did you guys, all the Aussies, sort of get out the water and stop filming and run over to him and
it just
panic stations a bit?
Yeah. It's more just like, oh, that's our friend. Like he was living in WA at the time. We've just flown over with him on the airplane, and it just goes instantly from like you're having the time of your life. He's got like whole world in front of him. He's like in his prime bodyboarding, like he was absolutely shredding. And just that not knowing, like, is he going to walk again? Like, is his bodyboard dream over now? Or so it was just kind of real somber, all the bodyboard community. But it made massive news. Like even cause we were staying with a local family at Sunset, the Surratts, with Buddy and Marsha and all them, and they even heard about it before we even told them, and it was on the news. It was a big deal because there's like an Aussie tourist that's come over, just living his best life kind of thing. Then all of a sudden you've got this hectic injury.
When you were Groms like that, how did you guys go with organising sort of health insurance and stuff, travel insurance? Was that something that he had? Do you make sure you had that every time you went, or was
I think it was pretty well known. Like when you travel, you sort of get your travel insurance.
Yeah, because I know some guys would like roll the dice a bit with that at times.
Oh yeah, it's crazy to me when I hear that. Like people in Bali or whatever.
Yeah, and then like America, like the hospital bills and everything. It's similar. It's so expensive.
Joel I can't remember exact figures, but he went to like one hospital and then he got transferred to this other one. And I remember like it was quickly way over $100,000, all his medical attention. Like it racked up so fast.
Fuck, it's so safety. And like when you watch that footage back and you see him getting retrieved in the water and all the lifeguards and everyone running to help him, like I can't even imagine what he would have been thinking in his head. You know, it all happened so quickly, like violently, and you'd be going, "What? I can't feel my legs or whatever." You'd be it'd just be fucking. You'd be in such a traumatic state straight away.
Yeah, 100%.
and then for that and then you would be hoping that it's just temporary and it's going to be okay. And I've just done like a real bad sort of nerve damage that might like be cured, but then for like the reality to check in that it might not, that's fucking yeah man, testament to him, like what he's gone through, and he's got his beautiful family, and then to achieve this like 20 years later, to get back in the water. And because I think he was mentioning that like he didn't want to go near it for a while, did he? For a long time, like you said.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And I'd imagine he wouldn't have wanted to watch that wave back and all the footage that he would have seen in media. It'd be something you just don't want to remember.
Yeah, I did read he said like he remembers it like it was yesterday, the whole event.
Yeah, you would.
So yeah, but what an inspiration to finally get back out in the water and then just to realize like that dream he had of being the world champ. He talks about like seeing Eppo winner, how he had that dream, and for him to reignite it and then go and achieve it in such a quick time span, it's just all time, eh?
So cool. And what an inspiration for his kids and everyone.
Yeah.
Like the adaptability and just like the hunger, and he set out to do something and he overcame a lot of hurdles, and then now look at him.
Yeah.
Such
I
good
loved
message.
reading all like you look at the biggest legends in the sport, like Stewart and Hardy, like they're all putting stuff up on their socials. Like everyone just thinks of Joel Taylor, like he is the man, like what he's persisted through. Like it has not been an easy road for him. Like I do wish that I kept more contact with him and phone calls and all that, because like I was pretty close with him at the time in Hawaii. Like we were visiting him all the time, and I've caught up with him when we went around Australia and all that, but I do wish that I'd sort of been in contact with him more. But I've loved watching his socials and seeing the family develop. And then as soon as he was back in the water, I was like, that's it, Joel. Like that's the move. Like you're back on the horse. Like,
do you know what's so cool that never wavered for him? His love of the sport and his support of the sport, like with Unite Clothing.
Yeah,
like
unwavering, man.
Yeah.
He's just forever like just been right there at the forefront of it, eh?
Yeah, and providing stoke for times he wasn't able to go on the water. He was still providing stoke and clothing for people that wanted to chase their dreams and were in the sport, which is cool. He was passed it on. You know?
Yeah. Hardball's like team rider from Day Dot.
Yeah, was Novi as well. He had a couple of sick
Wingers,
riders.
Davis, Blackwells.
Yeah, and just even the Grommy, like everyone growing up, you'd have like a Unite shirt and just like that. And between
Winston
that and
or
Brown
Parkway.
Flavor. Yeah, it's sick.
Them dudes, yeah.
What a legend. So, no, shout out. Onwards and upwards from here.
Yeah, and so good how everyone got around him, like with donations to help get him there, and
it's awesome, hey.
Yeah,
the whole community rallying together.
Yeah. Did you watch any of it live?
I didn't. I saw all the socials and news and stuff. Yeah, and some of the clips.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. It was so good.
Frothing.
Yeah. He's just coming off like his lines and that. He's so good, and he like the amount he used to surf was hectic. Like he surfed, I forget how many days in a row, but he wouldn't miss a day in the water.
Really?
Like
one of the more hardworking guys.
Yeah, and comp-wise, just like had the skill, obviously, but also that mental fortitude and obviously that heat awareness. It hasn't disappeared. He's still got it.
Oh man! So yeah, you guys, it must have. Everyone around the world would be so stoked. And again, it's so sort of like sometimes you need that little bit of motivation and inspiration. Seeing people who have got way tougher than you and like they're pushing through. I find I draw so much inspiration from stuff like that.
100%.
Like, what excuses do you have?
Yeah.
So cool to see.